place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day. Oh, 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 today could be the day.
I'm Jerry Ingram. I'm the owner of Volunteer Home Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage broker company located in Maryville, Tennessee. I love meeting people and just being here for them. We provide all types of mortgages. You just give me a call at 865-238-7500 and online at volunteerhomemortgage.com.
Well, a couple things. First things first, Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. It is Christmas Eve. It's crazy that we're already here. Hopefully you got all your shopping done. And second of all, I want to wish Denise and her husband a happy anniversary. 32 years. That is a big time. That's amazing. I'm pushing 18 this next year. So you got me beat, Denise. But happy anniversary to you. Sure hope you have a great day. How do you celebrate your anniversary on Christmas Eve? Do you? Or does it just kind of get pushed by the wayside? And why'd you get married on Christmas Eve? That's the other question I have for you. But either way. All right, let's take you outside, show you a live look there from downtown Clinton. Again, the clouds are going to be with us. I talked about this the last couple of days. We're going to have a lot more cloud coverage here all the way basically through the weekend. We'll see abundant sunshine really returning on Monday. But, well, that's when things begin to change just a little bit as well. So yesterday, I want to keep you posted on where we were. Yesterday, I was forecasting 59 degrees. We made it to 61. So we were overachievers yesterday for sure. Here's the story, though, on the big picture weather pattern. Again, no major travel concerns if you happen to be traveling around the region here today. Maybe you're heading down to Atlanta, heading up to Kentucky. But a big old ridge of high pressure is dominating. The battle zone is going to be across the Northeast and the West Coast. The West Coast is going to get walloped with an atmospheric river. Warm weather continues all the way through Saturday, but here comes a cold front. And that's going to bring us increasing chances for rain as we get into our Sunday. It's going to tank our temperatures on Monday. And those temperatures will be quite cold Monday and Tuesday with morning low temperatures back down into the teens and 20s. But this morning, once again, and we've consecutively done this every single day, we continue to stay above average. And actually, our morning low temperatures currently are in the 50s. We are technically above our average high temperature, and it's only 7:30 in the morning. So it's definitely a warm start for sure. You walk outside, you're like, oh, well, okay. Well, it feels pretty good outside. Probably don't need the sweater on this morning. Tried to look for a different one. I used to have a short sleeve Santa shirt. And I told my wife last night, I was like, I think I got rid of it because it was getting kind of a little small. I kind of pushed it a couple years. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't be wearing this anymore. Maybe I've gained a few LBs since I bought that shirt. I don't know. Either way, it is going to be a warm day. If you're heading off to those Christmas Eve services, incredibly warm. Shorts, T-shirts, Santa, shorts and T-shirts. That's what I'm talking about. We're in the mid to upper 60s to low 70s today. So if you are heading off to those Christmas Eve services, here's that forecast for you. 4 o'clock, I think we're going to go between 2 and 5. I think we're going to the 2 o'clock service. Anyways, most services are in the evening hours. Not all, but 69 degrees at 4 o'clock. And even by 8 o'clock here tonight, we're at 60 degrees. Now, I asked it yesterday on social media if you wanted to enter the competition to win a 1-year subscription to Weather Call. I asked that yesterday, but I'll ask you this morning, do you have any Christmas Eve traditions that you typically do? Now, is that just typically going to church, or do you do something above and beyond that? Now, some folks said that they make cookies. on Christmas Eve. Of course, cookies always got to go under, by the fireplace for Santa Claus here tonight. But my tradition with my family is we've always gone to the Christmas Eve service. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's one of my favorite services ever. Of course, Silent Night just kind of gives me goosebumps just talking about it. I don't know what it is. It's just good childhood memories for sure. But the other tradition is that we always open up a Christmas present on Christmas Eve. And so my wife has started a new tradition where the box typically includes a set of PJs. Back in the day, it was a DVD or a movie that we'd rent, or nowadays it's just we're streaming those. So we typically rent a movie that we wouldn't go see otherwise. We sit down as a family and just watch a Christmas movie in our Christmas PJs, and then get ready for Santa Claus here. That's our tradition tonight. So I want to hear about yours. All right, let's move right along, shall we? So let's talk about our rain chances. We've had a couple of sprinkles out there this morning, a couple of light rain showers, had a couple of reports from my Witcher weather watchers driving through parts of Anderson County out of Claiborne County. Kind of ran into a couple of light sprinkles and a quick little passing shower. We've talked about this for the last couple of days as well. So I think that's really going to be the story here for the next few days. Just through the night tonight, or just through the day today, very minimal when it comes to rain. I'll probably get a little bit more with a little bit of a northwesterly flow across the mountains of East Tennessee. But as we progress through the week and then get into the weekend, well, our rain chances will gradually, 20 to 30% chance all the way through Friday. Saturday is probably going to be on the drier side, and then Saturday night into Sunday and into Monday, here comes our cold front. And so when you consecutively add those days up, we'll take you all the way through Friday. Again, not looking at a whole lot of rainfall. I think north of Interstate 40 in upper East Tennessee probably has the best chance. We're seeing some sort of light rain, but you can see that we're talking like hundredths of an inch. Then you add Saturday into Sunday into the mix, and we'll maybe get a little bit more activity. Again, most of it staying north of Interstate 40. So I think if you're south down the I-75 corridor, probably not going to get much. And then the cold front comes through Sunday night into Monday, and that's going to bring us, more rain showers. Again, most of it's going to be upper East Tennessee, where we could see about quarter to a third of an inch of rain south of Interstate 40. Down towards Chattanooga, less than that. So we're talking tenths to maybe upwards of 2/10 of an inch of rain. Again, it's not a big rainmaker by any stretch, but we'll get a little bit. And then the colder air comes on in. Do we actually see this colder air catch up to the moisture and produce a little bit of light snow? This is going to go back and forth. Yeah, maybe light snow possible across the higher terrain, probably the Smokies, if we even see that at all. So really the general idea is we're probably not going to see much. But what we are going to see are those tanking temperatures, and it's going to be incredibly cold come Monday, Tuesday. So we'll have to pull out those winter coats once again. But in the meantime, you can just put those in the closet. We're going to be in the 60s and 70s for highs with morning lows in the 50s. Again, our average high for this time of year is now technically 49 degrees. And so, even our morning lows are trending 10 degrees above our average high temperatures. Our average morning low temperature is in the 30s. And so we are continuing to trend well above that. Then Monday, Tuesday, here comes that cold blast of air. We're going to drop it in the mid to upper 30s for highs, and morning lows, teens and 20s by Tuesday morning. So it, my friends, is going to get chilly once again. All right, let's see what you all are saying here this morning. What's up, Rick? How are you this morning? Merry Christmas Eve to you, Miranda. Sure hope you have a great day today. Let's say we got married on Christmas Eve because his parents also were married on Christmas Eve. We do celebrate. We usually have dinner at Pizza Hut. That's where we had our first date. I love this. This is great. I love to hear about stories like this. I've told you the story about my first date over at the Chop House with my wife. And we went putt-putt golfing, and then we went bowling, and then we broke up with our significant others, and then we got married a year later. It happened pretty quickly. But that's I love to hear about this kind of stuff. I think tonight we're gonna go out to dinner tonight. We're probably gonna go to I've got Chop House in my head, owned by the same company I suppose, but not Shrimp Dock. Wow, I have just lost it. It'll come back to me here real soon. But we're gonna go get some seafood after church tonight. So I think we're doing the 2:00 service, and then we're gonna go grab dinner. Then we'll come home and open our Christmas Eve presents, and sit down and watch a movie, and then go to bed and wake up to some presents underneath the Christmas tree, and of course the stocking stuff from Santa Claus. It's always great. And then as we get into the weekend, if you got to get back out and return some Christmas presents, the weather's gonna be fantastic. But as we get back to normalcy and work, well, next week, it's going to be much, much colder. All right, let's talk about those national holidays, shall we? What day is today? Today's the 24th. should know that. Anyways, let's take it back outside. We'll show you what it looks like.
Today we're on.
Got too many sounds going on. Here's a live look. Yeah, whoa. You can see kind of off in the distance a couple of light rain showers right there off in the distance. Not a lot, but overcast gray skies. And looks like it'd be cold, but it ain't. All right, today, December 24th, of course, it's Christmas Eve. Today is National Eggnog Day. Of course, 'tis the season. Spiked or not spiked? I guess that's another question this morning. And of course, it's Christmas Eve. Those are only the holidays that we have. Of course, we're celebrating birthdays and events, and we've been celebrating Denise and her anniversary. All right, let's talk about some weather events in history. In 2004, an extremely rare snowstorm impacted southeastern Texas. Corpus Christi International Airport officially measured 4.4 inches of snowfall, which that is technically, 4.6 is technically our average snowfall here in Knoxville. In 1989, 57 cities in the south central and eastern U.S. reported record low temperatures. Places like Elkins, West Virginia, had a reading of 22 degrees below zero. In 1988, early morning thunderstorms developing along a cold front spawned off a powerful tornado in Franklin, Tennessee, which killed one person. That's just awful. Christmas Eve, one person. That just breaks my heart. In 1987, a 4-day siege of heavy rain began in the south central U.S. Flooding claimed 4 lives and caused millions of dollars in damage. Western Tennessee was drenched with up to 14 inches of rain in just 2 days. In 1983, the barometric pressure reached 31.42 inches in Miles City, Montana, to establish a record for the U.S. It was the coldest Christmas Eve of modern record. More than 125 cities reported record low temperatures for the date, and an all-time record low for December was reported in 17 cities, including places like Chicago, with a low of 25 degrees below zero. That is a strong ridge of high pressure. In 1963, at 3:26 Central Daylight Time on December 24th, 1963, a new all-time low for Memphis occurred with a reading of 13 degrees below zero, and the record apparently still stands. And in 1872, extreme cold gripped the upper Midwest on Christmas Eve. Downtown Chicago reported an all-time record low of 23 degrees below zero, which stood until January of 1982. And Minneapolis reached 38 degrees below zero. Today's daily quote, when you have to kill a man, it costs nothing to be polite. Sir Winston Churchill. In 1968, the crew of the U.S. Navy ship Pueblo was released by North Korea. The captain of the Pueblo, Commander Lloyd M. Butcher, and 82 of his crew were held for 11 months after the ship was seized by North Korea because of suspected spying by the Americans. In 1953, NBC's TV Dragnet became the first network program to be sponsored. In 1943, U.S. President Roosevelt appointed General Dwight D. Eisenhower Supreme Commander of Allied Forces as part of the Operation Overlord. In 1914, in World War I, the first air raid on Britain was made when a German airplane dropped a bomb on the grounds of the Rectory of Dover. In 1865, several veterans of the Confederate Army formed a private social club in Pulaski, Tennessee called... Did you know that Pulaski, Tennessee was the home of the KKK? Crazy, huh? Like, not too far away. I actually drove through Pulaski on my way home from my digital weather conference. And every time I drive through there, I have a friend from there, 2 friends actually, which is weird. And when I learned about that, I was like, I just feel weird driving. In 1814, the War of 1812 between the U.S. and Britain was ended with the signing of the Treaty of, Ghent, in Belgium. Have you ever heard that joke? When was the War of 1812? You happen to know when the War of 1812 was? 1812. We'll take you out to the lakes, Fox Road Marina here. A nice overcast gray sky. Santa sending coal, then he had the nerve to charge me shipping and handling. Sorry about that, Chris. Yeah, the candlelight services are literally my favorite. I just love it. It is such a childhood memory. Let's see if we have any Witcher's pictures to share with you this morning, then we'll let you go about your day, and hopefully you have a great Christmas Eve. See if we have any new ones. We've got something right here from Autopilot. Merry Christmas from Mr. and Mrs. Autopilot. Well, that's what the man looks like. I never knew what the man looked like. There's Autopilot. Love it. Is that your house? He joins us sometimes on the broadcast, not all the times. Tom sent me this one. Didn't know you had an action figure, Witcher. You know I do. I actually started watching that movie. That guy sort of looks like me, I suppose. I actually started watching that the show recently. Well, I'm not even through the first episode. I try to watch some TV as I'm forecasting in the morning, just mindless TV. But let's see. That's all I have for Witcher's pictures here today. Let's see if I have anything else to share with you. I got to share my kids. Why not? Here we go. Well, we went and got a fresh fade yesterday before Christmas. So there's my two little kiddos, Kipton and Caden. Nice fresh haircuts. Look at them I'm just hamming it up right there in front of the camera. I will share this with you for those of you that have been keeping up with the kitchen renovation. Here are our cabinets that will be installed on Saturday. So the countertop people can come in on Tuesday to measure the countertops, which will also take another 2 weeks. So we're like 3 weeks away from maybe getting our kitchen renovated and fully complete. It's just a hot mess right now. And I almost forgot it is Wednesday. Just because it is Christmas Eve does not mean that we can't say good morning to Ed Rupp, right?
Wait for him. Wait for him. Bam! Now we slide all the way downhill to the weekend. The kids can get ready for school, and Debbie can take hers.
Phew! I almost. Yeah. Sorry about that. I got tied up with Christmas Eve and almost forgot that it was Wednesday. Because Wednesday was not in my vocabulary this morning. It was just Christmas Eve. Hence, I forgot it. Anyways, I had a couple people reach out to me about the East Tennessee weather license plates. If you're interested in one, just send me an email, mike@easttnweather.com. Got a couple folks that emailed me yesterday. It's a 3D printed front license plate for your car. That is what mine looks like. It's great. And so, I don't know. I mean, if I get a slew of people, I'll charge a few bucks because that filament's not cheap. But other than that, if you want one, just email me, mike@easttnweather.com. Well, that's a wrap, my friends. It's 7:47. We're flying on an airplane. I tell you what, I sure hope you have a great Christmas Eve. It is going to be a toasty one. So enjoy it. Embrace it for what it is. Ruth, I hope you have the most blessed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Remember, no Wake Up with Witcher tomorrow morning. Enjoy time with your family. But if you are going to be traveling out and about, listen, you can check in if you want. I'll have everything updated first thing tomorrow morning. But it's going to be a lighter load tomorrow. It's going to be hot. Temperatures pushing close to 70. Yeah, like 20 degrees above, more than 20 degrees above average, actually, because our average high now is 49 degrees. Here we are. What else we got? Yeah, I don't like eggnog myself. I think that's all you're saying. Well, happy hump day and happy Christmas Eve. All right, my friends. Have a great day. Be safe, be kind to each other. Enjoy the day. And I'll see you live on Friday. But be alive today. Have a great day.
front of an army, shoes in the mud and the wet paint twists and turns up the alley just like it should. So your colors, they start, and it's stripping you off your balance. So your hope is gone. We can go on without it.
Wait for him. Wait for him. Bam! Now we slide all the way downhill to the weekend. The kids can get ready for school, and Debbie can take her